Hey, welcome back to Dresdale. This is our PlayStation 4 console build. This will be our third consecutive video on trams. So we went ahead and kind of talked trams for a little bit, and we put a new tram line in on that last episode. And in this episode, we're going to go ahead and put our second tram line in, and maybe I'll repeat, just in case this is the better tram video, and I label it "This is Trams," and then more people click on this one and they don't go to the other ones. But I encourage you to go back to the other ones because we had some pretty good discussion there about trams, setting them up and everything like that. We ran the depot in. I put the trolley depot in on accident, so that was funny. I thought it was funny. And we couldn't connect the tram track to it, and I was like, what's going on? And then I figured it out. Someone yelled at me. He's like, nah man, that's the trolley depot. I was like, oh man, okay. And we talked about, last episode I think we talked about if you don't have trams, how to set up the metro, if you're going to do the metro here, because we had a bus line here that had like 14 buses and moving like 300 people or 290, I don't know, around 400. One of them was pretty high. And we said it's time to change that. So we moved that line. So now we got to fix this line. This line's got 14 buses on it as well, 270 people at the bus stop. That's too many. And there's too many buses. And 400 people, that's too many people to move on a bus. At least in my opinion. You can do whatever you want in your city, because that's you are the mayor. You are the lord of the manor of your city, and I'm the lord of my city. But you can see these buses are getting close. Sometimes they're actually like crashing into each other. Like this right here, maybe. They're just enough room so that they don't queue. By queue, if you're not familiar with queuing, that term, this means you have one bus here and another bus here waiting on this bus to leave, and then like the third bus comes up. You'll see it a lot with trains. If you don't do your trains kind of right, they'll be queuing to go off the platform. You'll be like, why aren't you going on the platform? It's like they're waiting for the next train to get off the platform. So we'll go over that too when we do trains, and how to prevent queuing, because queuing means people are sitting in the vehicle and not getting on and off, so it's not really that effective. It can get people off the stop, I suppose, but then it just puts them in the vehicle. I guess they can't get out of the vehicle and drive, so you prevent them from getting their pocket car, I guess. Well, I guess you can't pick them up because there's too many buses. So actually, that's wrong because they're queuing. So it really doesn't help. You want your transportation to be flowing at all times. So put the tram in. We're good here. So now we're going to do this one. All right. We're going to we'll figure out how we're going to run. We're going to run another tram line. Maybe we'll run it down the road here. It's a busy road. Maybe we come out the back. Come through the dirt like this. It's not going to be used. It's the only time it's ever going to be used is when we add tram lines, because we're not going to use it as a road. So if we put it in an area that say maybe crosses this busy intersection here, I mean it'll block up some traffic when we first start a route that is in that direction, because like 4 or 5 trams cars are going to come out and these people are going to stop. What the heck are you doing? But then it comes out here, and then once it gets to where once it gets past and where it's going to go, then that will never be used. So it's painful at the moment, but then it's like it goes away. So you can do that and not worry about too much issues with the traffic. Alright, so we're going to do tram only track because we're going to demo some buildings and we're going to do a turnaround, right? So where are we going to go? Oh, yeah, we're going to bring it all the way down here. We want to stop here. So we'll do a path here to our tram. Then that'll work. I'm trying to think. Do we want to do that? We'll try it. Can I have paralysis by analysis here? It's time to roll. So maybe we'll do something like this. That looks pretty good. Something like this. Like this, like that, like this, that's a song, I think. Probably one I shouldn't be singing on YouTube, because I'm not authorized singer of the song. And we're gonna sneak back here. Oh yeah, that's right. Is this where we want to go? Yeah, we might do one more block. Maybe it would have been better to put it back there since we had the room and we need a commercial We could have drew out one more block of commercial in this area, but yeah, we could change it later. We don't want to destroy our high density. So can we avoid that? I think so. There you go. We got a tram. And then we probably create a stoplight on our big road. So we want to get rid of that. That's the road. So that's the tram line. Well, part of it. And I guess this is a square block, so we can use the straight tool here. I think I have all snapping off. So get the snapping back. Okay. I'm just going to put that there for now. And then what we would do, come out here, maybe. Maybe do a loop right here. Come back in. So we can do this two ways. We can do like an angle. Might be the easiest way to do it. So if we do like this, make it like on this node and do like a half. Where's the half? There it is. Half a road length. Actually, you know what? That's actually too big. Is it too big? That's the question. Can we do like, maybe like, where's the half? That's 325. So maybe like $1.50. So it's like a half of a half. So maybe we'll do 195. 195. Then we'll do like 195. 195. And then we'll just do like that. Like that. And there's our tram loop. Little teardrop. He'll make that turn. No problem. It's a little slow, but put little trees in there. It'll be fine. And then we blasted away those commercial buildings. So maybe we'll keep them blasted away for now. Like we'll say, you're not going to zone here or here. And then they can zone there and there. That's fine. Maybe not up on the tram track. So we can say, nope, not there. So we can get a 2x2 in here. That's it. Little shop. A little boutique shop. Do the same thing down here if you want. Let's see if we got a gate in our way. So, see, people are already walking on the tram track. So it's like, yeah, man, you can walk on the tram track. But I don't think you can cross it. I think you have to go to an intersection. That's the only troubling thing I always wonder about. So here, maybe we'll do tram here. So we're going to do the tram road here. In front of the, oh, that's the tram track. So we don't want to do that. We can do it like that. And then maybe we'll make this like a square. Oh, yep, I do want to do that. And I want to upgrade this. And then maybe we'll just pop it right here. I don't know if that's going to be too tight. We're going to find out. I think it'll make this. Like right here to here. And then we'll go ahead and turn this back to a road. And like that. And that's our little tram turnaround. And then that person can't be a building. Ah, it's a road. We can have a building there. So there's a building here that gets to see the tram go around it. You're to work in this little shop. The train gonna watch the tram go around all day. Not do any work. Get paid to watch the tram. Like the dream job. So we can put it here. We can put it here. We can put it here. So we can put it here. So how the heck does it go here? What does they do? Make a right here? It comes this way? I guess so. I don't want to do that, do I? So like we want to be like with traffic when we come out of here. So actually that might actually work because like that's like with this road traffic, right? And there's not that many people driving down here. So maybe we want to come down here and just put it right here and go up. Oh, that's not how it works in this game. Because I'm on left-hand traffic and I still can't get over that. So let's delete that node. Let's see, so if we came here, it's a cross traffic, right? Because traffic's coming this way. So we got to go like here to stop. Then all our people have to cross the street. It's going to block traffic. There's a lot of people. So we don't want to do that at all. So we're going to go here. Say, be darned, this is what we're going to do. And then we'll just look at our bus stops. Where are they? Right there. We want to do like something close to the intersections. That way people can make exchanges from one side to the other. So maybe we'll do like there. Oh no, yeah, either here or here. You have the same problem. Trams might. I think it's long enough where the tram's not going to stick out and block the traffic here. But this is kind of things you got to think about when you put your stops down. But if we put it here, it's just like the same problem. Then you can go, oh well, I'll put it here, and then the traffic will and the trams will like pile up here. But yeah, well then there's trams coming this way too, so then they'll be in the intersection. So it's like 6 and 1/2 a dozen of the other, or whatever that saying is. 2 birds in the bush are better than 1 in the hand. I don't know. There's all kinds of weird sayings in the world. That's one of them. So we go there. Maybe we'll go here. And then we'll do our turnaround. Meet. Come back to here. Which we definitely don't need. I don't know why I put that. We'll delete that stop later. There's no need because you don't get on this stop to get off here. That's kind of that was retarded of me to do. So don't follow that advice at all. That's all we have is stops. I know we're missing a stop. I'm like, that's all the only stops we got. I mean, this is a pretty good route. Don't get me wrong. So that's good. I'm gonna delete that one stop. It's a duplicate. People stop there, so we could just have them go around and drop off here, which is actually probably the closer stop to here, so people don't have to walk to here. I don't know. And then we can put a path here. Yeah, let's make this the stop. Let me get rid of this one. I think that'll work. I don't know. Will the game be like, well, this is too long because I got to go through here to get to here, so then I'll take the take the bike. Well, then maybe they take the bike. You just take the bike, all right? Or vice versa. See, that's the same thing too. Oh, vice versa. Well, I could get on here. I gotta go here. I'll go all the way back to this stop. I don't know how it's gonna kind of like make that calculation, but we can also put a path here, and that might make them even happier. So just do like a nice walking path. Blow up that building there, I think, and then we'll change this road off a bike, and it'll give it a crosswalk here. So let's see. Let's line up with the crosswalk. See, this is how you kind of do things. Say, okay. Now my bikers will bike up to that point and go on the bike ramp, and that's fun. Good for them. Oh, it's not a crosswalk because it's not. Why is it not? Oh, because of the bus. Once we get rid of that, well, we're not going to get rid of the bus. Oh, they crossed, didn't they? I thought I saw one cross. Let's see. What are you doing? No, he's not crossing. Ah, it's hidden. An invisible crosswalk, the secret crosswalk no one knows about. Oh yeah. It's like special privileged crosswalk. What path do you want? Park path? Do the park path. So like right there. And then just get rid of that zoning. And then we can put some trees. Something there. Line it up with a couple trees. And it'll look pretty. I beat you to it, bro. Nice try. Well, he beat me to it, but nice try. Try again. Come again. No, wait. What does he say? The quickie mart on The Simpsons? Abu. Oh, his name's Abu. A lot of people are tram stop. Well, a lot of people are tram stop. So, we need more. Where's our trams? Are you coming? Oh, I didn't hook it up to anything. So, they're like, where's the tram? Let me pause that. They're like, it's like in its own tram loop. To nowhere. So that was, and then he's mad. You see how he's mad? He's really mad. Like, that's really red. He's like, dude, I've been yelling at you this whole entire time, but you're talking. That's way too tall for this area. So that's gotta go, I think. It's a level 3. I think office goes to level 3, right? Or 5. I think just residential goes to 5. A level 3 office. Maybe he'll be the only one. That's our feature of our town. He's like the megacorp financial building. I don't know. So how do we want to do this? We want to do a road here and just plop it right here. They come right off, almost like a little curve. That's what we're gonna do. Let's see how it goes. So let's do tram track is this one, I think. Let's try it. We gotta go to the tram itself. Well, the heat came on. It's kind of nice. I don't know if you're not watching this and you look at the dates, like middle of January, and you're watching this 20 years from now. And global warming is burning hot in January in the north, like whatever they say is going to be. I mean, I'm not trying to start anything political, but I'm just making a joke. Okay, do something like this. Just make it straight like that. You don't have to be curvy all the time. Oh, well, that's interesting. So they kind of disappeared, but kind of not. So like, cause the tram road isn't like tram plus concrete road, it's tram plus like your regular road. So it's kind of like missing, but it's there. It's like it's there, I can see it, but it's like barely. I feel like it's just because it's the color. Actually, you know what? You know, that's not bad. Because then he's just going to slide right in there. Like, let's go. Alright, buddy. Let your trams out. Let's block some traffic for a few minutes. Oh. Hang over here. I'm like looking at the bus depot. I'm like, oh, I don't see no trams. What's going on? Sorry. This tram station looks like that, by the way. Not like that. That's the bus depot. I'm just, like, I don't know, something wrong with me. Thinking the bus depot's the tram. So 5, that will probably not be enough, so maybe we'll make it 6. Oh, we can't make it 6. Alright, let's see 5. Let's see how 5 does. Ah, it's a nice light blue. I mean, you can change the color. So you go click on something, like the tram. For whatever reason, you haven't had a route. Then you can go down in here, and you can change the color. But I mean, I like that color. It's a nice light blue. Or teal, maybe. Green. Some people might call it green, some people blue. It just depends on how you see it. And then once we delete these bus lines, so like right now we have competing, we have competitive transportation. We got a bus line that's going down here, and then we have a train line, right? And they're about the same. I don't know if the tram's any faster than bus. I mean, we can maybe try and eyeball it and see if one races the other one. We kind of test that right now. So you got these two buses here. Tram and bus. He takes too long. Oh, because we're waiting to spread out the line. So it's going to be. I imagine they have to drive the speed limit, but we're on a tram only track. So what's the speed limit on tram only track? Oh, then he just went through them because it's magic. So, but like I said, they've got competitive lines here. So we have 3 actually competitive modes of transportation. We have the bus lane. Not the bus lane. Bike lane. And people are still using it. So that's good. So we keep it. And they can bike from anywhere in here. Because we got bike lanes all the way in here, coming through here, and they can go all the way around here, and there's bike lanes all in there. There's bike lanes in here. So there's like all kinds of places you can kind of bike. But you don't want to put every road a bike lane, because that's not how it works in the real world. Usually like the main road, it's got like a bike lane. Right? So we're gonna do that. Then you got the bus. So when we put the buses in, the bike lane kind of like drop. It's also a significant reduction in user ridership, although it's still being used. And then now we have tram. So now tram is taking some of the bus, and they're kind of like I said, fighting each other. And if you like the buses and the trams, you could keep both, I suppose. Have like multiple lines, and it would level everybody up, because now you got multiple lines of transportation, but you probably only need the one. Level these guys up to 3 anyway. Increase land value. Oh, so they don't have any parks or anything. Oh, yay, we're empty here. So let's go empty our. Whoa. Go over here. He's at 27. So this is working out pretty good. If you missed the episode about cemeteries, I went into cemeteries some decent detail. Talked about rotating schedules. So we're on a pretty good rotating schedule. If this guy's at like 1,000, we're golden. He's at 1,300. We're killing it. We won't have any problems with death here in this part of town. And the 1 crematorium plus the 3 cemeteries is going to work out pretty nice. On a higher density, you're going to want more, because more people are going to die. Right. But right now, like the 3-to-1 ratio is kind of working. You might go like 2-to-1 in the higher densities, and then that kind of makes it like, 2.5-ish to 1. That's what you're looking at. And then see, they don't care now, because there's no trams going through here, so the traffic's fine. And people can now walk from here to here if they want, but they don't. I said before in another video, people don't go from here to here. Mainly people go from residential to commercial, and trucks go, I made the joke, they just go wherever they want. They kind of do. There's no rhyme or reason to how they deliver products, but they go basically from industrial to commercial, whatever that commercial may be. And then sometimes people go from commercial to back home, but I say sometimes. So it'll be like 500 people go here, 300 people go back, 200 people disappear. Maybe they die in here. Maybe they want to sleep at work. They're trying to save money, retire early. I don't know what they're trying to do. They don't have a house anymore. They're renting it out for income. Maxing out their retirement accounts or something, and then they're living at their building. They're living here. This is a nice place. I mean, they're using the nice bathroom to take a shower, and I don't know what they're doing. But they ain't going back. And then no one goes to office. Nah. We got 10, 15,000 people. Like 10 people are going to office, and we have a whole bunch of office down here. Like 10 people are going to office down here. Yeah. And no one goes from office back. Like 5, like half. That's my experience. It'd be interesting to hear other people's experience. You can put it in the comments below. Okay, so our tram line's in place. So, kind of the process here is we put the bus line in. We kind of upgraded some, we did some high density. Oh geez, another monster. And another monster here. I don't like that. We did some high density. So that, of course, more people. And we did more commercial. So more attractiveness to come down this area. And the buses couldn't handle it. They're getting overwhelmed. And now the trams are down here with the buses. So now the trams are on the line. And let's just look at them and see how they're doing. I see already that they're still they need a lot of help. So maybe 2 more trams will do, and then we can get rid of the buses. So we're letting them kind of run together right now until we kind of hone in a little bit. I mean, we're not trying to fine tune this to the best way yet, but until we get the trams on there. This is going to be more important as your city grows and you have one tram location. So I already built the road. I bring the tram into here. So we do tram in our high density residential area. Not in the commercial area, we won't be able to handle it. That'll be metro or monorail. And then what I was saying, so yeah, it'd be more important to keep the bus route running and moving people, even though it's struggling, until you get your kind of like your replacement line set back up, set up and kind of get moving, start pulling people off the line, and then you kind of figure out because it's going to take a long time for the trams to. So I added 2 more, so it's going to be quick because they're right here. But when they're 3 tiles to the ahead, because maybe we raise the sea floor, and we would go ahead and build even more out in the water, make ourselves an island, and we want to bring tram to that island. It's going to, and we say we want 2 or 3 or 4 more tram cars. It's going to take a while from them to get all the way down there, and we don't want to have delete the bus line, have people piling up at the stop. Then by the time the trams get there, there's 1,000 people to stop. I mean, you can do that. There's nothing wrong with doing that. People might start leaving, driving away. But you already have the buses down there, so you might as well let them do something. You know what I mean? And we don't have enough people or space, really. I mean, we could cram in and upgrade our academy, our trade school, university, or whatever you want to call it, the trade school. We could upgrade that to the next, 4-star. But the idea was kind of the campus is as big as I kind of wanted to get. So we'll let that ride for now. It looks good. We just need to do some detailing, put some trees in and stuff. A couple more rocks. I want to do something with the waterfall. Put some rocks down here, make it look nice. So we'll do that. And then the next tile, like I said, maybe in between our, we'll probably do high density commercial and residential. So maybe in the high density residential area, we'll put the next campus or the satellite campus, or leave at least enough room to maybe build. I'm kind of all over the place here, but so sorry. So we'll put down this guy, School of Tourism, and maybe even the School of Engineering in kind of one big area, one mini campus, across something, a couple of dorms, and that'll give us our attractiveness. That's all we need. I mean, we could use the stadiums too, so we could put a stadium in here somewhere. And then if we bring the zoning, the painting tool for the university over, it'll count as like attractiveness for that university. I think so. I think that's how it worked the last time I did it. I don't really put the stadiums down that much. They're big. I mean, but you can. I just find it's a little tough to find spots to put them sometimes. I mean, you have to kind of plan for it, build for it, instead of like building your city and then go, oh, I want to put a stadium. It's like, well, where are you going to put it? You gotta like destroy like 4 blocks to fit it somewhere. That's like my beautiful monorail line or whatever. It's like, oh, I don't want to do that. The trams look so good there. All right, so let's see how we're doing. So trams are really good for, I would say, high density residential. They're pretty good. They're also good for a mix. So we got like some mix here of, if you look at our zoning, we have a mix of light, some specialized, with the organic, the happy face man. I think that's not tourism, that's tourism, leisure. Maybe one of them leisure, one of them's tourism. Maybe this one's tourism, this one's leisure. I don't know. And you can see we have some high density here on the inside here. Well, these got tall as can be too. I don't know about that. So I might destroy them and make them historical. Anyway, so they're good at like an area like this. So it's like I said, a mix. Buses are good for light residential, light commercial. Shorter routes. These are good for a little bit longer routes and a little bit more density. But they're not going to. You can try it if you want, but I don't think it'll serve you well for like high density commercial because too many people want to move around there. I've had a similar layout, say to this, in a similar line with a monorail. Like take 2 stops and then connect it to the multi-platform straight, or connect it to the metro monorail bus hub, not bus, train hub. It was probably about this big, all high density. Actually, maybe another block or 2 this way. And I think I had like 2 monorail stops since the buses feed them. And I had to have like 6 or 7 monorails on there. That's how many people wanted to come there. The monorail is double the tram, so it would have been like probably 15 trams. Something like that. I mean, I know it's double, but you know what I'm saying. It's a lot of trams. So so you could do it, but you're just gonna have like a lot of trams. My kind of rule is don't, why do that? Let's go up to the next unit of transit and have less stuff on the roads. Okay, let's just take a look at these guys. So like I said, these are good for like that medium, and then dense residential isn't too bad. High density isn't as bad as high density commercial as far as generating traffic and generating people. So you can kind of get away with it there. Although if you do like a tram to like your main metro, your main hub, it might get a little dicey. I think I have a couple of those, and I think I have like 10 trams, barely keeping up. This is by the college. So I can maybe show you that city one day when maybe I'll do a tutorial on just the transit and kind of talk about some of the things and show you, how I build them, so that you can kind of get an idea of ways to do it. All right, let's look at the line. We're doing good, real good. We might be able to knock one off. Oh, but we're gonna delete our bus. So remember, our bus is sharing some of our line. So let's go here and say it was nice knowing your bus line. It's time for you to go. And they're like, oh, but I like the bus line. Like, I know you do. And maybe we don't need this bus line, because you know what? They can walk from here to here. So maybe we say, yeah, see, he's doing it. It's fine. And these guys are waiting for the bus to go to work. All these buses are going back. So when they're blue like that, they're returning to the depot. You're probably seeing that yourself. Bye-bye bus, because there was like 14 buses. So that's a lot of buses going back. But now our streets are clean. No buses. Everyone's going to use the tram. So that's the only thing down here. So let's see what they're doing. Let's watch them. Let's do a little tram ride. This makes for great television, as they say. So we got 7. Oh, I'm on the stop. There we go. Now we can go back in here. Let's see how the route's doing. He's got 86 people on it. So that stop he just left, that stop with the 73, that looks like that's our gate. It's going to have 78. So that's good. I think. Let's see how we do with the one that's dropping off to 60. How that climbs. If that's getting into the 70s, then we have kind of like the appropriate amount, in my mind, of vehicles on this road. Yeah, and he's like 60 something. So that's probably good. The number here, and then I think the next one down was 5. We can check it. Yep. So we're kind of either stuck between 5 or 7, and I would just stay with 7. That's pretty good. And we probably should save the game before it blows up. So one thing, and when you do your transit, save it on PlayStation. So we'll go make a new save file just in case I want to re-record something. I notice sometimes, maybe it happens to you, you get the blue screen of death when you check all your bus routes and stuff. So I always try and save before I go ahead and manipulate my lines. So this is a nice route. I think it looks good. You know, people can come down here, get on, and people are getting on. And they're using it. You know, 84, 46, 56. I was about to say, where are you going? But that's right, we put this in. And we'll decorate some stuff. It's a shame we didn't leave a little. Maybe we will dezone some of this and just kind of have a little area where we can show, like, you know, the kind of like the detailing that you can do along these lines. So maybe we'll dezone some of these buildings, like the last block, give us like 1 or 2 like, you know, zoning tiles of like blankness in here. Like maybe like the dezone this. This one's already not doing anything. This one and this one, like the same on this side, and kind of like, you know, show like lining some trees up, make it look nice. Put a little fence in here. And maybe a little, like, at some of the stops we could put like some benches and stuff down. So maybe I'll do that off camera, and then just kind of like highlight it and say, yeah, this is what you can kind of do if you really want to kind of get into the game. And like I said, some people are really into realism and detailing as like a main part of the game. You can kind of, this is kind of what you can do to maybe inspire you. Or like, I just picked up this game. I'm like, I don't even know how to zone stuff. It's like whole new level of like things you can do. Yeah, I mean, if that's what you want to do, that's what you know. Sure. I kind of I see myself as an in between kind of player. You know, I like to do some, make it look good, because you can spend like this might have took like 15 minutes to build. You know, throw some rocks, try to pick a couple good ones, use the paint tool, then you got like a nice feature. I said, you know, you do that with your park. This might have took like 20 minutes to like detail, but it's like a nice feature. Looks good. You know, it's like a lot better than just like this, right? I haven't detailed really any of this. I put a fence around it, and even the fence, a couple of rocks, it looks better because it kind of goes with these rock features. So like I said, so let's check our transit. So we saved it. So go into this menu here. This bus line isn't doing anything really, so maybe we'll just dial this back to like 1. And if we're gonna go to 1, you might as well go all the way down. And this guy, he's got 96. So who is this line? Okay, so people are wanting to do what? They're wanting to come from this stop and go to that stop. That doesn't make any sense to me, because where are you going? I guess you're just going home. Well, that's a lot of people. So, but it's not going up that high, you see? So don't be alarmed that like, man, I gotta put like 4 buses on it to catch up. It's not going up that high. Some people are leaving because they're getting impatient. So maybe like 1 bus. Let's just do 1 bus and see if it chomps away. 1, you just added another bus. This isn't a big route, so you're increasing the kind of like the buses per like second per stop, if that's like a calculation. Because now that we have 4 buses, you know, it's less, you know, time between buses coming in. So that's part of it. And then of course you've also added the extra 30 capacity. So it's not necessarily, and once again, this is 3, you're going 3 to 4, so it's going to make a bigger difference than going from like 11 to 12. As far as like that whole, how long am I waiting here until a bus shows up? If that makes sense, because like if there's 11 on here, you know, they're coming pretty frequently. Putting like 12, it's going to probably be about the same. But if you got like 1 bus on here, and then, you know, you put a second bus, now you're like half the time. Then it's probably like a you know, what do they call it? Is like a exponential function that like goes to like a asymptote. Ready for my math folks. Where like you know, it starts at like the first, you know, when you had the first bus, you reduce the time by half, and then the next one's like maybe by like the third, quarter. I don't know. You can do the math. It's by 2/3 or something, whatever it is, and then so on and so forth. So like every like addition gets, you know, it's you know, the like the law of diminishing returns gets less and less effective. I hope that makes sense. I'm an engineer, so sometimes I think it's things like that, and you're probably like, I don't know what the heck you're talking about, man. Just the main thing is the more you add, the less effective it kind of gets. Less impacts to have. I mean, this bus is doing fine. We just picked up 30. We have some zeros in here, so we may, you know, we could see like what's going on. Maybe get rid of these routes and let it. So if we got rid of some of these routes, then maybe we wouldn't need as many, you know, stops, I should say. Maybe we wouldn't need as many buses. So we could look at doing that. Why aren't people using them? Or it could just be a product of the fact that these are kind of close and we have a lot of buses on here. So like people are using them from time to time, but they just don't build up as fast because these buses are coming so fast that they're just like, you know, it says, you know, when 2 or 3 or 4 people show up, the bus just picks them up because they're just so frequent. But we need that frequency like over here. And we're not going to build like a bus line that goes here to here and a bus line that goes here to here, right? We're going to build like a route. And that's just what happens. Sometimes some stops are more efficient than others. I'm sorry, let's go here. And then this one's doing pretty good. You know, you got 30 there, but it's not like going up. Really. And then by the time maybe it starts going up to 30, this guy shows up, right? So he's good. And everyone's right here. So I don't know why people want to go here. Maybe because this is probably because, you know, maybe if they're walking down here, we have our high density like along this street and like along this street. So like that's where like a lot of people are. Yeah, so like this is high density here and here. Oh, I blew up a building I didn't like, but I don't know where it went. Is it this one? I don't know which one it was. I'm sorry for the tangent, but I saw something ugly somewhere and I blew it up. Oh, maybe it was down here. Anyway, it's a bit of beginning of one of the episodes this morning. So like I said, people might be getting on and off here. It's because they're walking down here and you got some paths here that are bringing them here and here. So there's a lot of ways to get to places. They can even put paths here to like here, just to give them, you know, people from over here can walk here, or they can get out their house and just walk to the stop instead of using the bus or, you know, whatever. And then of course it gives us a nice little excuse to put a path, do some decoration, maybe throw a fence in, makes it look nice. Alright, let's go back to the other buses. So this one's not catching up. Let's see, he's probably in the other town we were just in, other part of town here. So yeah, so we're getting borderline tram. Maybe one more bus. Oh, well, I guess we're going with 9. So we have to make the decision: are we going to have people wait, or are we going to put 9 and then have it being a little inefficient? And I'm going to go with 9 for now because it's in betweener. The way you could adjust that is you could go into the budget panel here. Oh, that's not the budget panel. How about try this? Go here. Go to the budget. And like up or lower. The problem with that, I feel like it's impractical, especially later on in the game when you have like 30 bus routes, is it's going to adjust it's going to adjust all your routes. I mean, obviously you have only one vehicle, it's going to stay 1. Well, it might go to, if it's all the way down to the left, it'll stay 1. But you know, this might go for, like if you raise the budget, you know, it might go 4 to 5, might stay 3, go to 7 or 8, you know, stay 3, go to 4, then you might get like whatever. Or if we lower the budget so we can get to like 8, you know, instead of 7 to 9, get to 8, you know, this might go to like stay 3, this might go to 5, 3, 3, 1, something like that. So then you got to readjust your routes. You got to take a picture with your cell phone of your routes and then go back and redo them. And I don't know, it's just easier. Just put the one bus on there, let it be half empty, whatever. It's not that big of a deal. But you could be the you know, ultimate optimizer, so to speak, and it's like, yeah, man, I really get into that. I spent 2 hours doing that. Well, then good for you. Okay, have at it, man. So I think our transportation's going pretty good. Everything looks good. We'll go ahead and save it after, and we just saved that for this, so we'll go ahead and save over that one. And the next thing, what's going to be the next thing? how's our fishing? We need to do something with fishing. Let's go to the fishing industry. See, I knew it. I'm surprised I didn't see it. So we got shellfish. So I want to put shellfish in. So let's go ahead and just get rid of you. And thank you for your service. And we're gonna put the shellfish in. And of course, it's not gonna be straight. Oh, that's just right there. Perfect. And let's see, how do the lines look? We're gonna have to reconnect the lines. So we gotta go to the line painting tool here. Let me delete this. I'm kind of excited because I'm hoping that these two things will provide enough material to keep this guy busy. I've been noticing he's in, every once in a while he'll call for not enough like product or whatever, you know, goods or something like that. I think the symbol is. Because like he's waiting for like the fish to come off the boat. And it's like, oh man. We'll do a little curvy in here. I can't see it. It's like green on green. What the heck? And then we gotta just change our route. So I don't know how that happened. Let's see. Look at the terrain. Is it like not even there? Yeah, see, this mound is in the way. So the shellfish must like this deeper area. So what we can do, we'll see if we destroy our shellfish fishery or if we make it better. Oh geez, that's a lot. Oh, this is going to be interesting. These people are going to get flooded. So maybe we get the flood arc down too while we're doing this. And I don't remember. See, I wish we could. It was a question in the Reddit the other day. Is there a way to like overlay things on top of like tools? And it's not. I haven't found a way, but it would be really awesome. So if anyone who designs this game from Paradox, if you could like at the least allow us to lock in the terrain height and the resource. Those are the two probably key ones that I care about. So like when I'm doing laying roads or when I'm terraforming, I can see underwater because I can't see underwater when I'm terraforming, and I can see the resources when I'm laying my road. So like I know, okay, where to put the road. I really appreciate that, Paradox Games, and that would be awesome. I think in PC you can do that. So I think I've seen people do it, but on console you can't, because console is I feel like we're like second-class citizens sometimes. What's going on here? Alright, we probably need to run the game to let this like, I think that was the hill. I don't know, I can't see it because I feel like there's like a little curve bubble. I don't know. Let's look at the terrain thing again. Oh, let's one more click out. We did something. So let's do some more. Make it angry. Oh brother, this is gonna be fun. Now we're gonna get a big hole in the ground. Actually, it wasn't too bad. I guess it's the change in terrain isn't that drastic. Alright, so let's see it now. That's better. I guess we can't. Oh, it's a hug. We gotta hug the border here, so like in here. See if our shellfish come back. This will also validate the question. It's almost time to go. To validate the question I think I had earlier, or hypothesis that you can alter the fish by altering the terrain under the water. Like certain fish like certain things, you know, like shallow water versus deep water, all that. So we'll see. Let's see if that happens. We'll prove it to ourselves right now. Let's see. Does it change like quickly, or is it? Oh, it did. See how it's gone. So we could bring it all the way up into here. And then we make this route really efficient. Like terrain here, we just gotta be careful we don't terrain this out. You know what I'm saying? And then we could, in theory, bring this out more if we want to do salmon. I think salmon's pink, right? Yeah. So that's a good idea. Let's do it. Terrain tool, where are you, buddy? We're just gonna like stick over here and go like right there. Oh, he's got no. It's a that. Okay, perfect. That's telling you the route's inefficient, buddy. You need to do something. Oh, that's a big hole. Well, you're gonna have bigger problems, buddy. You're gonna have a freaking tidal wave hit you. Oh, you're up a little height. We got some height here. Oh, geez. So we did that. Now there's a tidal wave coming. It sucks up the water underneath. And then it's gonna go pop flash to the yep, there we go. Here it is. But we got a pretty high wall, high ground level here. And then that's gonna disrupt the fish like mad, I imagine. So we probably need to let that run for a minute. I think we're in a good spot. So the next thing we're gonna do, so our transportation is pretty good. We should probably find a way to get people in this town. I just like down this, but you know, this kind of residential area. I'm gonna have to fix some of these buildings because they got too tall while I was talking and doing things. So I'll fix that offline. Think about a way to maybe get people from here to like the college, like easily. Here we can do either buses as first, and then maybe bring the tram to here from here. So then we'll have the connection of the tram all the way across here, and then maybe that'll inspire us to put tram in here. If this, but you know, because like the green route's getting a little big, but it's not like it's 9. So it's, you know, I would say if we have to add any more buses to this route, it's probably worth converting the tram, because you know 3 trams will satisfy basically 9 bus worths of transport, and we'll take 6 vehicles off the road and improve our traffic. I kind of keep harping on that, but that's how it works. And then maybe we just run the tram line through like the high density section, and then we can bring like a bus route that's in here, and then like they intermix, so then you can have a transition between the buses that serve like maybe this light residential area kind of hit with the high density tram that maybe runs, and we'll get rid of the bike lane. Everyone can just take the tram and the bus. Yeah, maybe do something like that. Or we'll do the tram behind the buildings, because we have space. We had to move our park here, but that's not a game changer. And we'll just move the park. We've got open space over here. We can just blow some stuff somewhere else up. We can just get rid of the park altogether and not have a park, and just push this park zoning over here to satisfy the entertainment, make people happy. All right, I think the water is settled. That was all to buy time to see how this worked out. See, now we're good. So we're gonna build a line that goes through here. He's saying we're inefficient. How inefficient are we? 30% fishing efficiency. That's not good. 99. That's what we want. We knocked it out of the park with this one. We're like not doing nothing here. So, but he's got like a good amount now. I would think he would be more than 33% fish. Why do I only have? Maybe it's different because like it's the different shellfish have the different boat skins. You see how it's different? I really never paid too much attention. I haven't had this part of the DLC. I got this over the holiday, so I'm still kind of like really getting into it. And I only built one city with the fishery. So it's like, oh, okay, these are like trawler boats, like fishing trawler. All right, and you only get one. Oh no, here comes the second one. Like that's kind of weird to send like one out. I guess they're like spacing them out. So he's coming in. Well, that doesn't make sense. Does it take that long to load up? Well, anyway, we'll fix this line. And then maybe by then, the time we fix it, time to go. And then I'll go ahead and do the few things, touch-ups and stuff out here. And then we're gonna make a plan to expand. I think we have 3 tiles to expand. Only 3 available. So maybe we'll do 1 tile over here. We'll probably pick this one here with the highway, so we can build a highway interchange and get the road in here. And then maybe we'll do our industry, or maybe we'll do these 2 tiles first, because we have enough industry, enough zoning here to expand our industry quite a bit to meet the demand. But we're gonna need we're gonna put high density on this island here. Not exclusively, but definitely I would say 75% plus, if not more, in most areas. And we'll use the district style to kind of like give us varying heights as opposed to you know, building zoning differently to give us different varying heights. So we'll use the European suburban style type buildings, and maybe we'll even do some high efficiency stuff to kind of give us some height in the high residential areas, and we'll let them grow to the sky. And then we'll do the same thing with the high density commercial. We'll do the modern city, I think it's called. We'll do the it's again the European suburbia. They don't have any other skins. And of course we'll put some hotels and stuff that'll give us some height, and then maybe we'll put a little IT cluster, like spot that around. That'll kind of give us almost like a center city kind of thing. Maybe we'll do that on there, and then we'll hook up the harbor. Then at that point we'll have a reason to run rail. So then we'll, for both harbor, you know, freight and for people. So then we'll get into, you know, the pitfalls and issues with cargo trains. And I want to test something I found online on how to get the cargo trains, the cars to move in and out faster with the highway off ramps. So I'm going to test that, see how that works out. That might be a game changer. And it's kind of like this, the things in the discovery I made that maybe you made a long time ago, and you knew from the bat on how to manipulate the routes for your trains to get them to use both platforms. You know, on the one train station. All right. So let's go ahead and manipulate this line real quick. The alarm went off, telling me I got like 10 minutes before the PlayStation gives me the red light, pulls me off stage. And we're going to go ahead and upgrade this. We want to pause it while we're doing that, because then like the boats get funky. They like disappear and stuff, I guess. So we don't want to do that. So let's just delete this. So maybe we'll have a route that maybe goes like this, like this, like this, like this, like this, like that kind of thing. I think that'd be nice. So this, like, need to hit square here. So let's do like a straight tool. Just like kind of run it straight to like this. We gotta do this. Straight tool, snapping. The snapping is always on over there, so that's why I went over there. So we gotta break the angle. Oh, I don't think I snapped the right spot. And then now we got the free angle. And we can eyeball it up. And then maybe we'll go like, that's pretty far. So maybe like here. Now we were here, and it was like, what did it say it was? 30%, 60%, so we need like almost double what we have. So if we go out to here, kind of do like this. Kind of like, maybe like, I don't know how efficient this is going to be. This. Then we can maybe delete some of these sections and make it smoother. Like the boats don't care, they'll make the turn. I like too many snapping positions. Too many places to snap to. Which means turn them off. And then you can just draw your road where you want to. Then we'll get rid of this piece. And just do something like this. So go like that. There you go. Like I said, we could fix these. If you don't like these, you can just kind of like go like, maybe like this. Oh, it won't let me do that. Because like, and I made a correction in another video, but I'll reinforce it here. I thought you couldn't overlap lines, which you can't like connect lines, but you can like go through lines. So when I first, like I said, I got this like around just after Christmas, so I've been using this for like 3 weeks. And I was like, I had a bunch on another city. So now I was going like this, and I was like, oh, I guess you can't like overlap lines. I never like tried to force it. And then I was telling you can't overlap lines, and then I was adjusting it or something, and I was like the next video, and I went through and I was like, oh shoot, I just told people you couldn't do that. So I'm reinforcing it here. I think I made a correction in the following video about this reinforcing it again. It looks like you can cross lines I made the Ghostbuster joke, you can't cross the streams. So it looks like you can cross the streams, you just can't connect the streams. Alright, let's start this run. And I'll let that run and let you know how it comes out. So that was a crash course in, well, not crash course, that was the longest extended in-depth Tram episodes, in plural as in 3, but hopefully it was helpful. Hopefully you got a lot out of it. I got a lot out of talking about it, and when we come back we'll have a plan to expand and maybe fill in some of these areas too while we're at it, or maybe we'll just leave them empty. What's our next milestone? 17,000. So maybe we'll try and hit 17,000 in here, because we're gonna, like I said, when we do Industries DLC, we're gonna get rid of this. Maybe we'll make this like a small community here, just like residential. And then the Industries, when we build that, I'm thinking I'll probably turn off the mic, just build it so you don't have any sound, and then do like a fast forward, you know, like a 10 speed or something like that, 5 speed. Because it takes like, when we're going to do that, it's going to take like all day. That's like a Saturday. That's like 4 hours of building. And you probably don't want to watch 4 hours of me leveling terrain and drawing all these roads and getting them right, and putting in all the utilities like the trains, and that, because now we have enough money to do what we want. 21 million, 50,000 a week. I mean, we can do what we want to do. We can build a whole tile out and we'll be fine. You know, we'll put all the assets down, we'll turn them off so they don't incur money, and then as we use them, we'll turn them on and then fill it in, so we can kind of, we'll buy these tiles, we'll actually build out the tiles in terms of the road structure first. We'll do like I did before with the, you know, the dirt road. We'll just kind of like block off sections of this, getting like a rough sketch of the areas where we would think we would put parks, universities, mass transit, all that stuff. And then and we'll like start filling it in, kind of seeing how the shapes. We'll use most of the you know, surrounding environment to influence our structures, like, you know, how we did here with the roads. It kind of gives you that more organic look, right? Because we went around hills and stuff. So that's what we'll do. Once again, I don't know if it's best to like you to see that in real time with me talking about stuff. So maybe I'll do one where I talk about, kind of explain it, and then future tiles of expansion, maybe we'll just do like a quick speed with like a little music over top or something. I don't know. I'm not a good editor, so you know, you've seen my videos, you know my skills and lack thereof, so we'll see. Well, it's been a pleasure hanging out with you guys. You guys have a great rest of your Saturday, or whatever day it is for you when you're watching this, or night, and take care and see you on the next video.